They have just solved one of the strangest ancient mysteries in all of ancient history, which is how did builders back in the day get the stones to fit together like this? It's called polygonal masonry, and it's way stranger than you think. It is the only reason why Machu Picchu is able to survive between two fault lines. The stones actually guide the force of an earthquake through the whole building, through the strange angles and curves. Brick and mortar buildings are literally begging to be destroyed. The earthquake can travel in a straight line through the building through the weakest points in the mortar. The joints in this style of building fit together so well you can barely see them sometimes. Some even have these little fuse stones. If the force was too great, instead of the big blocks cracking, these would explode, allowing the building to shift a little bit. Now what you're seeing here is graphite going through a chemical reaction, forming a Rayleigh-Benard pattern. In fluid dynamics, a less dense fluid can shape a more dense fluid if it's heated up, forming these cellular patterns and even the little fuse stone. That's tough though. Wouldn't it just be easier to pour some liquid stone into a container and pave like we do? Both of these are great explanations and look just like this, but there is one enormous problem. Stones, like the ones in Peru, are so big they don't make sense. This chemical reaction is very small, and although we see it in nature, it's often only volcanic rock, which these are. Diorite is one of the hardest stones to carve on Earth, yet it shows signs of melting. Not only melting, but bending. We also know the quarries that they came from. And in places like Aswan, there's an abandoned obelisk with evidence of a scooping tool of some sort. But then you gotta move it in place. MIT used poured concrete in special molds that calculated the center of gravity of these stones so that they could be moved easily. On a flat lab floor, Machu Picchu is on a mountain. That stone is square, and we clearly forgot how to do this. The final form of this rock bending can be seen in the Coricancha. Luckily, the conquerors of these people built a cathedral over it to protect the machine-like stones that you can find inside. That's if you don't get distracted by the delicious smell of KFC that happens to inhabit one of these ancient buildings with precision stonework in Cusco. This is a vitally important concept to all of humanity. There is no written record of how these things were made, shaped, moved, quarried, anything. All we have is the clues left in the stone.
Yeah. I mean, the only explanation is ancient technology. So just like Hopi's prophecy, one of our previous world had much higher technology than us. But I do kind of want to go there and visit their KFC. It's so cool. You have KFC right inside the antiquity.